Hello, everybody, and well, welcome to class. In this class, we are taking this topic that we love so much, which is the abstract. I know you love it, and it is a very necessary topic in our dentistry based on evidence class. And we're going to talk about the types of abstracts found in scientific dentistry publications. It is very important for us to be clear on the types of abstracts used and the importance of the abstract. So let's see. Well, the abstract, we need to remember what's an abstract. We have to make sure that we understand the abstract is a discourse genre on its own, and that it is in many ways the most important part of an academic or scientific paper, since our peers and or reviewers alike decide whether or not they will continue or they can continue to read an article based on the abstract. So it is very important that the scientific or academic writers choose the appropriate kind of abstract for their study and that will represent or present their work concisely, informatively, and in a way that draws the reader's attention and reader's interest. This is really important because we want people to read our articles and our papers. All right, so we can classify abstracts according to structure and according to content. According to structure, we can classify them in structured abstracts, non-structured abstracts, or semi-structured abstracts. And according to content, we can classify them in descriptive, informative, or indicative abstracts. We are going to talk about the structured abstract, and this is to complement what we have seen in class. As we study the systematic reviews in dentistry, we're going to talk about the structured abstract, and the structured abstract is an abstract with distinct labeled sections. That's what it is. And the structured abstract is generally favored by the medicine-related publications and the medicine-related fields. Dentistry is a medicine-related field. As they help, referring to the abstract, as they help health professionals quickly choose clinically relevant, methodologically valid journal articles because it contains the information that is relevant inside the paper, inside the work, inside the study. So structured abstracts assist the reader in quickly understanding the findings of a study, and unlike unstructured abstracts, are divided into clear sections. This is very important. They are divided into clear sections with distinct headings. We're going to see an example of that. Now, what kind of structure is used? So, standardized formats for structured abstracts have been defined for original research studies, review articles, and clinical practice guidelines. The IMRAD format, and IMRAD stands for Introduction, Methods, and Results, and Discussion. That's a de facto standard. It's a de facto standard, remember this, that reflects the process of scientific discovery. So it is commonly used as a structure for journal abstracts. Now we're going to see a beautiful example of a structured abstract that comes from this website that we're very familiar with, which is PubMed. And here we have the section from where we extract the article, the date of publication, the number of pages, the DOI, which is the exact location on the internet where you can find the article, the date, and the date when it was published in PubMed. Now, the title of the abstract, and I'm going to go for it, it's the evaluation of I'm sorry about this, dexmedetomidine therapy for sedation in patients with toxicological events at an academic medical center. We have the information of the authors. Here, where we can expand the author information of PubMed, in PubMed is where we can find the author of contact information. And then we have the abstract. Here you can see the introduction, the objectives, the methods. Each section is has been developed, and all this information is extracted from the paper. It's extracted from the work, from the research. Then we have the results. Here we have the actual results of the study and the conclusion. This is, and you would say, well, then what's the paper? This is a concise information. It's of the paper, and this should be very clear. So reviewers or peers who are looking for information maybe on the DEX therapy for sedation in patients can decide if this is an article that they want to continue reading. And let's look at this from closer up. Now, again, this information, the introduction, the information that goes here on the abstract is extracted from the paper. This is not created to, fill in the abstract. This comes from the paper. And it is very important that the information is clear. So we cannot just take any random information. We have to take something that gives the reader which methods we used, what was the objective of the study, for example, and which were the actual results that we obtained. That's really important. Now, the elements of a structured abstract are the following. We have to remember that the structured abstracts assist the reader in quickly understanding the findings of a study, and unlike unstructured abstracts, which is just it could be a short paragraph, are divided into clear sections with these distinct headings that we just saw in the previous slide. So these headings typically consist of objective, methods, results, and conclusions. I just do not want you to forget this information. Some structured abstracts may request additional information, such as background, design, participants, independent and dependent variables, the limitations, and so on, as it is with the Cochrane abstract method for systematic reviews, and that is something that we use. We use the Cochrane abstract method for systematic reviews in class. So we need to pay attention to this. Please, yes, just do not forget. We need to take into consideration the fact that the abstract should be impactful. It should highlight the most important information that was found in our study. But it should also be very informative, and it should be a brief summary. Remember, the abstract is not and should not be a teaser. You cannot say, well, the results, you can find out more in the paper. That's not the purpose of the abstract. Just let's have that clear, that the abstract should not, and it's not meant to be a teaser. So always, something very important is that we always should follow the specification of the journal we are submitting our work to, and we should choose the format that's most appropriate to our study. Abstracts can contain between 200 and 400 words, depending on the publication and where we're publishing. So take that into consideration as well. And just remember, the abstract is very important. Now, remember to check our references, where all this information came from, and to review PubMed and the Cochrane Manual. And I am very grateful for your attention, and I hope that you pay attention in class and expand this information with what has been given to you in your guidebook. Thank you very much.